Thank you for watching this yoga video to practice to ease back pain. I'll do further videos on strengthening work. This is a very short, very gentle practice to help to ease tension in the spine when your back pain is caused by maybe hunching over a desk, looking at your phone all day, driving a lot. So this is a self-care when you are feeling some pain. Go steady, and because this is a practice for if you are feeling some pain, we will all be experiencing that in different ways. So it's even more important that you listen to your body, and if any of the instructions I give don't feel right, then don't follow them. And really ease into the movements very gently. Okay, so let's start lying on the back. Again, taking your time to get there. So you may want to put your elbows down to help you get onto the mat. Protect your lower back, keeping your heels in towards your bum, and gradually protecting your back as you come down. And finding a place here, keeping your feet flat on the floor, heels in towards the hips. Ease your feet out to the sides, maybe as far as the edge of the mat, maybe not. Allowing the knees to fall in together. And in this position, feeling the waist, the sacrum, the back of the body, the back of the spine, all being along the mat, all connected. And then see if you can relax into this now, releasing your body, letting gravity do its work. Let your body sink into the mat. See if you can relax and open across that sacrum, very lower back, broadening through the waist and the back of the chest. Let your shoulder blades relax into the mat and lengthen through the back of your neck. Maybe just feeling a little bit into that neck, rolling the back of the head very slowly, seeing if there's any tension you need to be taking care of as you practice. Let the wrists feel heavy and relaxed, and let the knees support each other, the weight of the legs each propping up the other. Noticing where the breath enters and leaves the body. Becoming aware of those parts of the body that move in response to your breath. Just slowing the pace for these few minutes. Committing to relax, let go, and find ease. So bringing your knees hip width apart now, and feet in line with the knees. Just start to move the knees slightly to one side, rocking through to the other side. Only a minuscule movement to start with, but hopefully a pleasant massage through the lower spine. So if this is already feeling a little bit much, just ease off, rock the knees even more gently. If it's feeling okay, maybe let the knees start to go a little further to one side and the other. You might want to bring some movement into the neck. So as your knees rock to one side, see if your face can move towards the other side. Immediately starting to think about that rotation through the spine. And mindful and controlled rotation. Noticing if this feels difficult, feels easy. And then bringing that rocking slowly to a pause and a stop in the middle. Drawing the heels slightly further in towards your tailbone. Placing the palms of the hands down on the mat by your side, drawing your shoulder blades together, flattening them against the mat. So you feel really solid here, holding on through your abdomen, squeezing with the glutes, and start to just tip the tailbone under, allowing that rocking of the pelvic area forwards and back. So tip it under and then tip it all the way back down. So you end up pushing the waist up off the ground. It might be a very small movement, again, trying to become aware of the range of movement you have without pain. If it's very small, then staying within what you can do without pain. This isn't about pushing, this is about relaxing. Okay, pausing here, finding that center point, your pelvis, pushing through the heels, lifting your hips up. Again, easing into this, you don't necessarily want to be going to that full extension through the front of the hips. We're just looking for a little bit of work through the back of the spine here. So pushing your heels into the floor. It may be that you lift your hips just a little bit off and then back down. Curling the spine so that vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down to the tailbone. You place your spine carefully on the mat. And then again, peeling, rocking the tailbone up, off the mat. This time you may want to lift up onto your tiptoes, allowing a bit more space for your spine to come down on the mat. And if you wish, you can incorporate the breath as well, if that feels good. So inhaling, lifting the hips onto your tiptoes, and then exhaling all the way down. One more, inhaling, tiptoes, and exhaling all the way down, and then knees into the chest, or as far as feels comfortable. Rocking forwards and back, keeping as far as you can your waist, back of the body flat against the mat, nice and connected. When the knees are in, maybe rocking side to side. Maybe a very small movement again, maybe moving your head in the opposite direction to your knees. See how it feels. Okay, and coming to a pause once more. Feet back down to the floor. And then just coming up to seated, maybe coming over onto one side and pushing up from the ground. With care, taking your time and coming to that tabletop position. So all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll start with just a few cat-cows, some spinal flexions and extensions. So again, leave the breath if it feels too much, just do the movement. But if you want to use the breath as well, inhaling, lifting the hips, drawing the sternum forwards and looking up, opening your chest. Exhaling, bringing the tummy, belly button back in towards the spine, chin towards the chest, and then tucking the tailbone back the other way. Keeping the backs of the feet against the mat, inhaling. And exhaling. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Then coming onto your forearms. You do this one if it feels okay. It depends on the extent of your pain. If it doesn't feel good to do this, carry on with some cat-cows there, but seeing if you can come down carefully onto your front here. Again, that awareness through the whole body, the connection through the mat. You want your pelvic bone to be able to push into the mat. You want the backs of your feet to be able to push. You may find it more comfortable to have your feet slightly wider, or you may find it okay to keep them in a little. So coming all the way down now, swinging your elbows out to the sides. Bringing your forehead to the mat if that feels okay. Trying to relax through your upper body, but feel really strong through your lower body. So your legs are connecting, the backs of your feet are connecting. Hold on with your glutes, really squeeze your bum. Bring your arms out to a T shape, a cactus shape. Keep your palms of the hands on the floor to help you with this movement. And again, leave the breath if you wish, but if you want to use the breath, inhale and just keeping the chin tucked in. You want all the chins, looking down and then coming up. Maybe keeping your hands down to the forearms or the palms to the floor, and then all the way back down. Do that 3 more times, keeping your hands on the floor. This isn't strengthening, this is just for that movement, that extension. Inhaling, looking down, chin towards the chest, and exhaling. And inhaling up. And exhaling down. Bring your hands to make a pillow, or maybe a diamond shape that you can place your forehead in. Let your heels fall out to the side. Relax your buttocks, relax through the base of your spine, relax through your shoulders. Relax your thighs, your ankles. Let go of that work on your spine. And back up to your tabletop, taking your time. And we'll do some side flexion here. So just bump your hips over to one side, only as far as feels comfortable. And then look towards your hip. And then bring your hip and your head back to center. Bump your hips over to the other side and look round to that hip. Come back to center. And again. To center, second side. To center, once more each side. It's tipping to the side, straightening to the other side, and straightening, great. And then all the way back, curving the spine back into your child's pose. I recommend here bringing the knees out, touching the toes at the back. If you want to have some support in front of you, you can use some pillows. And just come forwards here. You might also want to bring, if your bum's coming a long way from your heels there, you may want to bring a cushion in here. Stretching the arms away, or you can bring them to the back here. And then see if you can relax, let go some a little further, some more. Through the back of the body. Through the lower back. And on an in-breath, coming up to seated. Moving any of this, and to end, what can feel really nice is to do a waterfall pose, depending on whether you feel able. So a waterfall pose, you can use a wall or you can use a chair. I'll use a chair here today. You just bring yourself right up to your prop. Place your legs up onto the prop. Again, taking care as you come down. Placing your hands palms up. As I say, you might have your legs up the wall if you've got space or against a closed door. And see again if you can relax. You can let go of the tension through your face, your jaw, your tongue. Tension in the neck, behind the ears. Any holding on through the chest area. Impacting on your healthy breath down to the diaphragm, the belly. All of that space for the breath. Closing the eyes. And if you can, I would recommend you staying here maybe for a minute or two and trying this waterfall pose maybe once or twice a day. And this practice, maybe daily or every few days. It's to release through the back and put the spine through its motions.